Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile. As you can see, I look a little bit different today, and that's because there's been quite a few changes since the last episode, and I want to go through them for you right now. So as you can see, my equipment looks a little bit different. I'll start with the weapon. I have a Silver Tongue Harbinger bow now. I've done a bit of trading, and I think I haven't played with this yet, so it's going to be totally new for me when I step into fighting with it, but I hope it's going to work good. Its bow does a lot of physical damage, and it has arrows that pierce cause bleeding, and arrows that pierce after chaining. But I don't think I really chain anything. But the 100% increased critical strike chance with arrows that fork, I think will work because I have this new Rigwold's Quill's 2-point arrow quiver, which says that projectiles fork. So hopefully they actually do fork and that works out. I also have a Rat's Nest Ursine Pelt, which is just a whole bunch of really good stats for what I'm trying to do. And then we have a Duresso's Defiance, which gives me chances to dodge attacks, endurance charges on kills, and then when I lose my endurance charges, if I get hit, I gain Onslaught for 2 seconds per endurance charge when hit. And you guys know how much I like Onslaught. So I think I'm going to like the way that this is going to work. And also a massive increase over the amount of armor and evasion I had for my last piece, which was still the Ashrend Buckskin from like level 20 something. Had like 270 evasion, so it's a lot more now. We have the Surge Binder's Dragon Scale Gauntlets. These give me, basically just using them for the 7% increased physical damage per endurance charge, because I have hopefully going to use those endurance charges, and yeah, it'll be awesome, I hope. And then the 10% chance to steal Power Frenzy endurance charges on hit. I think that's like going to be interesting to try. I feel like I'm going to want to replace my gloves with something a bit different, maybe just like a rare with some good resistances and damage stats on it, but I thought I'd try these out. I got a Doriani's Invitation Heavy Belt for the increased physical damage, the triple resist, which was just a bit higher than the belt I was using before. The life leech is always good, and reduce enemy stun threshold while using a flask I don't think really applies too much to what I'm trying to do, but maybe it helps more than I know. I don't quite get it just yet. And at Ziri's Step Slink Boots, they have lots of evasion, some max health, fast movement speed, and 60% chance to dodge spell damage, which is kind of something I'm trying out with a change I'll talk about in a little bit here. But I got this ring here, which has 10% increased, 10% to all elemental resistances, baseline and as a mod, so 20% resistances, and then 74 max health, and some other cool stats which I find useful. And then I think I was already using this ring. I didn't change this one. This is still, there's a lot of resistances and health and stuff. Could upgrade that one for sure, but I like it for now. Got this amulet here for the max health and resist all and critical strike multiplier, evasion rating, all that good stuff. Just lots of solid stats. And so yeah, we're using the same setup as before. I have barrage with fire damage now and knockback support, since I can 5-link it, and I have split arrow with physical projectile attack damage support, faster attacks, increased critical strike support, and then I'm just leveling up the cast on crit strike, mirror arrow, just for fun, and greater multiple projectiles down here. This is still my ice golem with the cold penetration. I feel like I could make this better, but I'm not quite sure how just yet. I've been doing a lot of trading, I haven't had time to mess with the skills a whole bunch. Hatred, Blink Arrow, faster attacks, and Herald of Ash, just the buffs and Blink Arrow over here. And this is just the Ballista with projectiles, faster attacks, and faster projectiles now instead of blind support is what I'm trying it out with. I don't know if the blind was doing a whole lot of work before, but that's what we're trying out. So I'm hoping this will go a lot better than
How are your
the
maps?
previous attempts. So as
Stay
usual, let's
inquisitive.
start with the daily mission and see how that goes. Alright, what
Still
are going to
sane.
be our mods for today? I do wonder. Acton's Nightmare. And what our objective will be, because there's always like unique objectives in these maps too. Slay the boss, don't leave, or don't die or leave Xana's map. Okay. Patches of burning ground, skeletons, restless dead. It's a large maze. Oh great. A large chest, increased quantity of items, and rarity of items. So not bad on the mods for bonuses, but hopefully I don't die to any of this goofy stuff going on here. And hopefully I can wipe stuff out. I seem to be doing quite a bit of damage. I feel like my attacks are a little bit slower than they were before, but that could very well be the case. Again, you know, it's going to take a while. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to talk about my skill changes. Well, I think I'll go over that after we get through this mission, since I'm already into this right now. Sorry guys, I did make some passive talent tree skill changes, and I wanted to show you those as well. Definitely don't want to stand in all that mess. But I think with the current items I'm using right now, and passive skills and whatnot, oh, let's get out of that situation. I did change a flask as well. I have this one that gives me the instant recovery on without a low life, which I think is good. But yeah, I have pretty decent resistances now. Not amazing, but decent. They get the job done, it feels like. Orb of Regret here, and the chromatic orb. But yeah, I did a lot of trading, and I did receive some kind gifts from another friend of mine that can help me accomplish all this. And I feel like I could still do more, but I'm really just like aiming for, sorry, as powerful as I can be, as fast as I can be, basically, so that I can get through these maps and get doing the cool stuff and really experience the game before the expansion drops and things change. Well, not change a whole lot. I mean, still be the game, but I don't want to miss out on having the achievement of defeating this version of Path of Exile under my belt. It just feels like something I gotta do. I don't know. But yeah, having the arrows that always pierce and always cause bleeding because they pierce just feels really good. I don't really think I have time to inspect a lot of this stuff, unfortunately, because I think that's the restless dead effect of this map, is that stuff doesn't just stay dead. It seems to always come back. But that's okay, because we're just going to keep wandering through the giant mazes, or large mazes the game called it, and hopefully we can arrive at the boss destination. Orb of Fusing, definitely good to find those. I've used a few of those today, turning these items into 4 sockets, and 4 socket linked especially. But yeah, I had a lot of fun trading. There was a lot of cool items to browse through, and you know, I followed kind of a guide. It seemed like kind of an older one from like a way older league with different items, and even the items that were demonstrated or recommended were a little different than they are now. I think they had different mods and different effects on them and stuff, so not entirely maybe the best idea, but I think it worked out. I think this is doing pretty good. I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage than I was before, and I don't feel as scared, and I'm not sure if that's just because this is easy or if I'm actually a little bit stronger. But we'll see when we get into doing the other things I have planned for today, because that'll be the real test. See if I'm actually strong. There's a Chaos Orb. That's good to find because I spent a few of those. But yeah, so far it's just going alright. Interested to find a really strong boss mob so I can try out my barrage spam. We might actually gain a level now that we're not just getting wiped out by everything. Jewel Absorb. That would be nice. Certainly would be nice. But yeah, finding that Shavs last time, as it's called, I suppose, that was pretty exciting. Yeah, I didn't realize that was such a crazy item. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that thing. Like, I don't know if it's worth it to sell at this point in the game. I don't know. You know, maybe it's, I mean, the stuff I have now, it's like I still have the Shavs. I didn't have to trade it to get any of this stuff, but maybe I should just hang on to it, you know? Maybe I want to make a character that uses that kind of thing down the line, and maybe you can't get that item later, or it changes or something. So I think it's probably just one of those things I should just hang on to. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Just get demolished. Boom. Whoa, that was a lot of items. And then we'll just take you down. So, does endurance charge? I don't know what endurance charges do, actually, to be perfectly honest. Wait, if we kill him again, does he drop more items? I don't think so. He just gets pushed back so far. Oh, no. Oh, I guess you have to kill them twice? I don't know. That seemed strange. Oh, got a Viridian Jewel here. Leather belt, chain belt. Anything else interesting? Doesn't really look that way. Anything over here? Sash. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Nothing too crazy. Alright, let's ID this sword. Innsbury Edge Elder Sword. That seems pretty good. 0.2% of chaos damage leeches to life, increased attack speed. Pretty decent damage for a one-hander, I think. Attacks with this weapon maim on hit. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, I would probably try that out. I'll hang on to that for when I get to try a melee ranger, is what I'm thinking. Level 47? Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. Alright, let's head back and turn this quest in to Xana. And I don't know why I have... Oh, right, because that's a chromatic. Let's go back, and we'll sell it to Xana. I don't think I'll bother selling the... or checking out the rares. I think I'll save that for off-screen, unless you guys really like seeing the rares. Let me know if you guys like seeing those, and I'll ID them on screen for you. But usually it's like never anything exciting, so if I did find something exciting, I would show you guys next time for sure. Actually, let's... I have a spot I can throw this in? Not really. My inventory is way too full. Okay, let's do the Oasis map, because we gotta get this one done. And that'll be all the tier 2 maps that we have to do a magic version of. And then I have a rare beach map that I want to try out, because I'm still a little bit too shy to go take on...
As mirage becomes reality, hardship is briefly quenched.
I'm still too shy to take on a tier 3 map. Still a little bit afraid. So this seems to be the new desert version. Like there was the desert in the first one, and then this is the Oasis, so a little more greener grass in this one, I suppose, but still kind of the same idea in terms of layout. But I like these trees. These are really cool. It does feel a little happier and healthier here than it did in the desert map, that's for sure. And yeah, you know what? Okay, hold on guys, hold on, because I'm just letting you down over here. Let's just run back over here really quick. Nice and safe, put the ballista down. Okay, passive skill changes. So, I took out, oh sorry, I'll just clear that. There we go. I took out 1 point from here, and I moved a point to this one to get enough strength to use the armor that I traded for, that Dranesos, what's it called? Deresos Defiance, to get this, because it has 115 strength requirements, so I needed that little boost, which I don't know if I do now. I might be able to move that point around again, but I was initially going to head towards this dual socket anyways. And I took out, what else did I take out? This one over here, Herbalism. This is like 20% max health, which seems like a lot to take out, but what I did is I ended up taking 1 point out of this mana node here, keeping Primal Spirit just for the strength and intelligence mostly, but it might be smart to take that out eventually too. And I took Heart of the Oak to get the life regen, the max health, and the stun stuff, which just seemed good. I also realized that I just hadn't taken these 4 points right here. That's like a lot of projectile damage and some attack speed, so I took these 4 points out, put them here, and then I also took some points out of this one right here, Acuity, because 3% attack speed, like 9% altogether with some accuracy and some dexterity didn't seem too exciting. Maybe these points will get more value somewhere else. And I moved over to here and I finished taking these 3 nodes, so we get 10% more dodge attacks, and then the 30% to dodge spell damage, which, as you remember, I have these boots that gives me 16% chance to dodge spell damage. So I have almost half, or like 50% chance of dodging any spell. So 46% chance to dodge that. And then the 6% from here, 16%, well 10% here, 6% here, and 30% here gives me a total of 46% chance to dodge attacks as well, which is just awesome. And I don't think there was any other significant changes that I wanted to point out to you guys. Just taking a quick look here, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But nope. Oh, I did take weapon artistry for the strength and dexterity, attack damage, and attack speed. The block chance is not useful for me, but I figured, 1 point over here, because I already had this one, is kind of worth it. Just seemed smart to take that. But yeah, those are the changes I made, and hopefully they're gonna work for us. So far, so good. I'm not gonna be too optimistic, because I'm still like I have 600 health less than last time, and that's a significant concern for me, believe me. But my damage seems to be quite a bit higher, and that feels good. And I kind of figured that maybe health stacking, uh, it's definitely the right thing to do. I definitely need to get more health, and I'm gonna try and work towards that. But I figured in the meantime, since getting a ton of health and balancing out the damage aspect at the same time is a little difficult for me, I'm going to invest in getting a higher evasion rating and getting the talents that give me the ability to dodge things. And that was my thinking, that if I at least don't get hit all the time, then 8 of those attacks that are supposed to one-shot me, maybe most of the time they don't all hit me, and then I can live. And maybe if I can increase my damage a little bit, then I'll be able to kill enemies a little bit faster before they can do things to me. But we'll see how it goes, because this is definitely not the proper test just running around killing regular mobs here. Especially all these guys are pretty slow guys. See, I just took a chunk of damage from that guy there. But other than that, going pretty good so far. And I'm just gonna keep moving, because there's definitely a ton of enemies here. Oh, we got that one's Orb of Transmutation, definitely want that. And there's the Slink Boots. Those are the same base boots that we're using right now for that series. I'll probably want to change my boots at some point too, but I don't know, that 16% chance to dodge spells just seemed like too good to pass up for what I'm trying to do. And yeah, we already got the level up, so there we go. Just that easy. Let's go ahead and take care of that right now. Actually, I don't even know what I'm going to do at this point, honestly. I feel like probably getting more health is the right thing to do. We're heading towards that jewel socket. You guys, maybe you guys let me know what you think I should do at this point, because I don't really know exactly what I should be working towards right now with it. I have a lot of options, I feel like, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. If you don't have any input, then maybe I'll just figure out what to do next time. Actually, no, you know what? I am going to take the health, because I can always just refund it, right? I can always just move it around. But yeah, if you guys have any input on my build, or the points that I've spent so far,
Over
then let me
here,
know.
Exile.
Oh, hey, what's up, Tora? What are you doing here? You want me to do a mission for you here? That seems pretty cool. What do we gotta do? Oh, we gotta find the den? Okay, oh, it's right here. Well, that wasn't very hard. Bam. Wiping out some snakes. I feel like I do, like, a lot more damage than before. I'm not sure, though. Like, am I crazy? I might be. But I feel like I'm just wiping everybody out. No problem. Fresh layer. Actually, you know what? Looking at the time, we might even not even get to the beach map today. Might have to do that next time. Alright, so these things can sometimes have mobs that wipe me out, but that was insanely easy. Okay. Well, that's definitely unusual for me. Wow. Because usually I get wiped out by whatever kind of boss is in there, especially the spider. Spider is notorious for taking me down. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I really like the idea of this armor where I get endurance charges as long as I'm killing things, and then when I take any kind of damage, it all turns into onslaught charges, so that I can just go nuts and retaliate. I think that's really cool. But I don't really know. Increases physical damage reduction. Oh, okay, so that's what the endurance charges do. So if I do take a hit, it'll be less damage, and then I get onslaught charges to go nuts with. Oh, and here's the boss, I suppose. Make sure we don't get one-shotted or something by him. Wow, and he's down already. Alright, well, that's that. And 7 monsters remain. 1 monster remains. Look at that, we got all the monsters even. Well, that feels really good. Nice and thorough. That's the way I like it. Alright, well, let's turn the quest in. I guess, yeah, I don't even have to turn the quest in. Yeah, that's it. Alright, guys, well, next time I will take on this beach map. So let's ID it just to get a little teaser for next time here. Many totems, magic monsters, increased monster movement speed, attack speed, and cast speed. They have a bloodline mod, and I get 30% reduced flash charges. That sounds terrible, but we'll do that one next time. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.